will the day ever come where I don't have to run to the store to get one ingredient that I'm missing for a video? It's so frustrating. I did my makeup, I put on some nice clothes, I have all my lighting set up, I'm in the mood, I'm ready to make this video, and I'm missing an ingredient. Like, So not everything is bad. I actually got to go to the store and I bought a bottle of wine because it's Friday night. And also tonight we're making blondies. If you haven't had blondies, they're like this cakey chocolate chip cookie. I want to rebrand them to chocolate chip cookie bars because the name, it sounds like it is a boring brownie. Like, why would I want a blondie if I can have a brownie? But no, they have their own thing going on. They're very, very good. That's it, enough chat. Let's begin with the ingredients. We're gonna start out with 1.5 cups of almond flour, 1 cup of your favorite sweetener. I'm gonna be using Truvia, 1 cup of tahini. I'm gonna put a link in the description for the tahini, but you can find it at any store in the international foods aisle. 1/2 cup of coconut flour, 1/2 cup of sugar-free syrup. You can also use maple syrup. 1/4 cup of refined coconut oil. I buy the one that's already liquid. I'll put a link in the description for it because it is already refined, so it doesn't have the coconut flavor. A couple of eggs and 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So we're gonna start out by mixing all of the wet ingredients in a bowl together with the sweetener. Let's add the sweetener, 1 cup of tahini, coconut oil, a couple of eggs, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm gonna mix with a whisk. Whisk, 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 whisk. And to this mix, we're now going to add all of the dry ingredients. So that's going to be our almond flour, our coconut flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And we are going to mix again with a whisk. Do not use an electric mixer for this step because it is supposed to be like a cookie dough. So with an electric mixer, you could actually ruin the dough. I mixed as much as I could with a whisk, and now at this point I am using my hands to bring everything together and give it that cookie dough consistency. And at this point we are going to add our chocolate chips. Oops. And mix, 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 mix. Oh, by the way, this is a good moment to preheat your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And make sure that you grease your aluminum pan. I used a olive oil spray, but you can use butter or just a little more of coconut oil. And then we are gonna grab the dough, bring it to the baking pan. Some of the chocolate chips are still like not integrated with the dough, but that's good because we're gonna use them to put them on top so it looks better. So we are just gonna push this down using our hands. And we still have, look, we still have a little bit of the dough and a bunch of chocolate chips, but I'm just gonna add this on top and push it down. That way we can have all of this chocolate chips on top. Rookie mistakes won't stop. I just realized that I wasn't wearing a microphone for like half of the recording, so I apologize if the audio was a little crappy. but it's okay, the show must go on. So now we're going to put this in the oven starting 18 minutes. That's where we're gonna start checking it. The goal is to have the edges looking a little brown. That's how we know that they're ready. So at 18 minutes, we're gonna start checking. It might take up to 22 or 23 minutes. So I checked the cookie bars at 18 minutes where they were not ready. So I waited 4 more minutes before removing them from the oven. I want you to see these crispy edges. That's perfect. Now we let them sit for a few minutes before cutting them, and make sure that you stay till the end of the video to see how this turned out. I'm cutting it into 9 pieces, and of course we want to take a look at that centerpiece. Oh my god, this looks like even better. This looks even better than I expected. Look at that. It looks so moist, so gooey. This is perfect. Just try with me. Try with me. Confession time. I had to record this video at least 3 times. Like on 3 different occasions, I had to redo my hair, redo my makeup, put on that same dress because I just could not get all the scenes that I needed. So I really hope that you subscribe, that you leave a comment down below, and that you hit that like button. Thank you so much for watching. I literally mixed all of the wet ingredients and I didn't click on the record button. So